back ni join manggod ko ka-lookalike sa ABS, and then I was the first runner-up as Katy Perry ka-lookalike.
Okay.
Moto siya nga kanang me joining bitaw Sinulog Idol was kind of like ginapakita na ko unsa may na journey na nako ba unsa may naagian nako, so last na ko pag-join bitaw Sinulog Idol, so nakakiti pair ko mo to nag-roar ko the next day sa 42. Favorite song mo guna siya sa mama because it's a gospel song ba. Moto siya ni hangyo siya nak pwede ka nimo kanta ka, sige tanaw na to, nakasulod man sa top 6. Sa top 6 duha na siya pagka last day. There was 2 songs, Defying Gravity ug Sabihin, which kantahon day na ko karon. Sabihin is original song. I wrote it and also semi-produced it with good friend Pauline. So naka-release na po na siya sa Spotify and other music platforms, sa YouTube, may nga na naka-release, makita na siya. And Defying Gravity, the reason why yun, ang balik na ko sa dagat. And Defying Gravity, ang reason why nag-Defying Gravity ko kay I feel like bagay siya sa event niya. Also kay 8 years ago manggod nihilak ba agud kog maayo kay wala gi ko nasud top 3 kay naanagod ko sa kay katong sa una permi ko matap bottom 2.
Okay.
Yeah, permi na ko matupad ang matanggal niya, permi ko maghilak. Yeah, nakasud ko hangtod sa grand finals. Yeah, ko nana ko diri ato nila sudlo ng top 3 bahalag di makadaog sa top 3. Wala man so nihilak sad ko kay bata pa biya pod. So marag ako, I was like, this is my time now to defy gravity. Also, it's a big song I've always wanted to sing pod, but I never had the opportunity to bitaw niya. Feeling po na ako, kanimang kong Sinulog All-Stars, it's the time po nga kanang i-challenge po na ako akong self bitaw, nga kanang ma-push pagid ko further. Kay anad magud sila sa ako more of pop rock inana. Yeah. So this is a theatrical song, dramatic song. So lahi gud kay siya sa ilang naandan sa ako. So moto, let's try this song daw. Ya moto nakapasulod man siya sa top 3. So na-worker gud siya.
Oh, wow. In fairness, nagtanaw ko during the live stream of the grand finals, and I really told myself nga usani sa kong mga pambato. Anyway, let's go back to your singing journey. A while ago, we were chatting before we started taping. We realized that we were in the same choir way back in so many years ago. So
siguro mga po ko to 11, 12.
You're 11 and 12. I was in high school. Yeah. So again, this is a diba sa Marie Ernestine School, we have this yearly annual play. Yes. After the graduation, and I still remember good that play because nag-front acta sa concert ni Lea Salonga. And then that's why when I looked at your pictures, kung familiar man gid kaayo, Mark, I really think na nagka-schoolmates me, sakto gid ko, and we're both from Lapu-Lapu. So, asa man nag-start ang imuhang singing journey? Was it like, were you one of those children nga, you know those stories nga kanang lagi to slob ko sa baril sa kong mama sa una kay para makantahon? Were you one of those?
Makaingon sa ko, yes, in a way. Kaya akong mom, good singer mo pa na siya sa choir. Gospel singer na siya before during her younger days. Katong di pa siya minyo. And then akong dad said when he was a child. Pero nanganak daw na akong mama na ako gakanta. So dito na siguro, yes.
Kaya wagod.
Kaya ano siya nga, basing mas mapagawas ko na bata, dali-dali ko mukanta siya. So instead of musyaog siya, mukanta na lang daw siya.
No?
Sumoto siya. And of course, melody good ang ipangan. So kanang, in a way, po niya ingon daan nga singer niya akong anak.
O sayang gikanta pag pangasya aray.
Wasan ko ka ba? Pero apparently daw. Pero ever since growing up, nagsugod, like, bata pa lang dyan ko, mukanta na daw.
How old were you then? As far as you can remember?
Siguro, ana da akong mom, nagsugod na dyan, di na ako kastorya. Nagsugod na dyan daw ko o kanang 4, 5, nga mukakanta na dyan ko sa tono, betaw. Kay karaoke man na sila mga Filipina sa UK pa man to nga time. Karaoke sa balay ba, yung mga agaw mo kong microphone. So dito na nagsugod niya. Laghan kay kong pictures.
So you were born in the UK?
Yes.
You grew up there?
8 years ko dito, and then 8 to 9 years ko dito, and then ni balhin mi diri sa Cebu.
Okay.
Yeah, I think officially yun nag-start yun na ako ang singing career was when I was 14 na ako giapilan nga contest sa MIMG kakuan ka na Mactan
The
Island
cemetery?
Memorial. Yes. Naana sila pag Halloween, naana sila event nga kanang MIMG Got Talent.
Okay.
That was my first time nakadaog ko makainomdo ba jud ko ang premium kay 1,000 pa to per lipay
what's
na
your
kay
song?
ko. Paparazzi, Lady Gaga. Pero
Okay.
nag-guitar sad ko anong panahon na akong gigitarahan ang paparazzi. So dito na gito nagsugan niya. Murag I felt bitaw nga murag halaga nahan lagi ko gingani per me. So wa na jud ko yung undang mga contest ana.
And then Sinulog Idol was your first break nga kaning mga major contest yun, no?
Yes. Well, before Sinulog Idol, nag-X Factor Philippines ko. Right after ko ni-graduate sa high school, ni-join ko, nakaabot ko sa Manila boot camp. Unfortunately, natanggal ko. Medyo nawadaan ko gana kadiyot. And then, niabot man ko na ang auditions, nag-post sila ba nga na auditions for Sinulog Idol. Yan ako nga, let's give it a try. Yan, nakasulod man. Dito na dyan na-build up ug balik akong confidence. Na-realize na ko kung kinsa ko as a singer, bitaw. So dito dyan, ever since then, nagsunod-sunod na dyan ang opportunity niya. Kanang sige na dyan ko kanta. Gihimo na nako siya. In a way, trabaho na to nako siya habang gaskwila sad ko. Kaya sige mo ko event o gig.
Yeah, no. Because I really think that there's no instant success, di ba, Melody? Even the biggest singers in the industry, like you have Sarah Geronimo, Rachel Ann Go, si kanang Morissette, di ba? Niagi man sad gid sila kapildihan, I'm sure, before they finally made it as the champions and kanang naka-build gid og ilang career.
Yes, kani jud amo ang career no, ang gipili kami mga singers, given na gyud na ang rejection. Bisag ang imuha lang yun na is magpadayon lang ka. I think na apila na siguro na ko tanan yung contest, no? Kanang niuli sa ko UK a few years back, ni apilan sa nako tanan. And I remember
Really dito sa UK?
Yes,
What
sa UK.
What was it?
Na ako'y naapilan sa this wasn't televised man good. It's open mic UK. It's like an open mic competition. National gyapon siya. Nadala ko sa grand final sa top 10. More of or dito ko nagsuwat og original songs ug so good. Dito ko na mas na-push nga to find my own originality bitaw. Naka-audition sa kog The Voice pero nakadidyo ko kalimutan ng audition ako kay gistoryan ko for at least an hour. Kay gistoryan good nila nga kanang may makam-perform pero kanang kuwangan man mi kanang wala kay may ka-feel og connection bitaw si mong kanta. So medyo sa ako nga time sige ko audition sakit-sakit ba pud ka nga kanaingnan kag kuwangan man. So marag di pa day enough inana. So dito sad I learned pud in every audition og every rejection naka-learn ko ba nga unsay kuwang sige emotion, unsay kuwang ani sige tingog kani dili bagay sa ako kani dili bagay nga na. So the whole journey siguro dyan no makadala gid sa imo once it's your time ready na ka ba?
That's true. Nga marag there will really be that moment for you nga imo gyud.
Yes.
Like where should check a diamond in the rough ba?
Yes.
Speaking of your training as a performer, Melody, how do you take care of your voice? Like, are you that person who's very strict? Like, I do not eat sweets. I do not drink anything cold, especially when my performance is near. Unsay man training?
Dili man sad noon kay ko tigkaon jud sweets in the first place. Panagsaan ra jud kaayo. So when it comes to cold, actually mas anad ko cold kaysa sa warm water. So balisan. Nasa ko ni bawa na kana si Regine daw Velasquez kay iced water daw na iha before concert.
Really?
So maybe nga na sa one can dream, no? Kanang okay ra kog cold water pero when it comes to my vocal health, kuan man pud ko ga-teach. My first job after graduating was a vocal coach sa Brown Academy of Music under Tita Ana Feji. Yes, so dala na sa to sa akong trabaho nga mag-warm up ko every day. So, important kinakaya sa ako. Actually, my routine before Sinulog Idol was I would wake up at 9 kapag maka-sleep in pagamay. 9 and then I would warm up my voice for 2 hours.
How?
Na ako'y mga warm up dun nga vocalization nga kanang mga pieces and then ako sa mismo mo warm up at ko sa keyboard for at least 2 hours so that when I get to the venue ready na bitaw ko nga mo sing bitaw. And then also water, Lola Remedios actually is a very good help.
Tea? Is it?
It's kind of like menthol nga kanang naa siya ginger at the same time.
Or pepakwa, something like that.
Yeah, kind of like pepakwa, but pepakwa man good is kanang a bit sweet for me.
Yeah. Diba?
So, yeah. So, more of the remedios.
Alright. When it comes to performing on stage, you still have those goosebumps or stage fright?
Yes. Funny ka na siya. Actually, kami ni Jen, which is the first runner-up, we realized nga kanang kay nagkadsunod man gud me. Before, on the first day, nagsunod me. Kaming duha kay, medyo weird ni siya, pero funny siya paminaw. Kanang, I think it's the nerves per mermig kasukaon nga dili and then mamugnaw miya nagtupad pag ming duha ba so kami duha na mermig kasukaon nga nagdungan pag yun ba nagsige mig katawa siya na unsa naman taan kana nasa mamugnaw and then maghilom jud ko ana kana once padong na ginang katakulbaan jud ko especially when, I don't know
even
why
if it's the nth time that you've performed.
I think sa ako ala I think I heard this before put also nga if you're not nervous you should be afraid because the reason why is siguro you don't want it. Wala ka kulba kay di siguro kaganahan na
but maragwa ni mo no.
Diba when you buy something new na may ka ng or let's say you buy something big like a house diba na may excitement yun nga alam mo palit na kog balay or mo palit na kog ka ng car baron unsa may nga nga butang ba it's kind of the same thing nga I want to be part of this so kulbaan sad ko nga hopefully makaya ni nako nga na ba.
But you have a ritual every time you perform like before the performance there are people nga like for example magbutang og coin silang medyas baron or like may uban nga muhapit og simbahan just to kanang i-offer ang ilahang anxiety to the Lord. Unsa man imuhang ritual before?
Share ko siguro sa pag last day. That was a Sunday. I go to a church. It's currently in Manila. Kay before katong base box Manila. I watched an online streaming of our service, and then moto siya ni I joined the service in the early morning. That was I think 1 hour and a half. Then after that, they prayed. It always starts with a prayer, and then aside from that, warm up. And then I think I learned this from theater. Before the very last thing before I go on stage, good is manggahi ko like and then just let go.
Just
and
release the
breathe.
tension.
Yeah, and then breathe. I think at least 3 breaths nga deep, very deep, and then I go on stage. That's always important before you start singing. Manggod hinga gyud. Hinga. Kay if di ka mo breathe mag-apas manggod ka kulba. So dapat breathe para ma-relax ka ba.
And mailhan gid mo ang singer kung nawadaan siya ko ginhawa kay murag maghangak. Maghangak kung sa magtanaw.
Actually weakness na nako siya before and then gistoryaan ko sa mga coaches nga kanang ikaw you need to focus on your breathing ana especially fast song na bitaw kay excited na kay ka ba so na kay ka mo kanta so mahangakan ka.
Yeah, and especially if you have to dance at the same time.
Yes, I think aside naasag ko I do this ritual nga mo meditate sad ko. I don't kanang
just to relax.
Mo there's a thing called manifestation. It's kind of like prayer gihapon siya, but you're manifesting it nga kanang imsulti butaw ni mo sa yourself nga I am going to give a great performance today. So when you wake up, dapat dili ka mag-think bitaw og kanang kumada kung dili ana. If you want something, go for it.
So you really have to claim it.
Yeah, you have to claim it yun nga kani makadaog ko ani kani makasud gid ko ani ana. So makita man gud na confidence man gud makit-an gina siya ba when you arrive on the venue, make sure you arrive nga makita bitaw nga you want this kay makita man sa judges good when you're on stage if ni give up na baka or nilaban pa baka yan na ba.
So dapat laban lang kita. Melody, who is that one singer whom you've always looked up to?
Kung international, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
The reason, dili tungod kay medyo weird siya or something like that. Pero
in fairness, yung vocal range siya.
That's the reason why. When she plays live, manggod, she gives it all.
Yeah.
Mo gina ako. Adele, may nga kanang inig, makita gini mo, barug nila ba nga kanang, I am here. This is me. Yana mo guna siya mo kanta. And then I watched Manggod before a performance of her nga nag piano, and it was just her and her vocals. And I believe jud ko siyang vocals. Yeah, bisag unsa siya bisag unsa pud siya kakapoy kay perform gyapon siya ba.
How about national?
National nagdaghan man kay nagdako magugugatan og TV sa kanang,
like who?
Let me think. siguro, kana mabanggitan karaan si Regine, si Jaya, si Jano Gibbs, kana sila Ogie Alcacid, kana may nana, di ba sila ng top 4.
Okay.
And then of course, sumusunod na si Sarah Geronimo. Kuan magud ko, I look up to a lot of people kay kanang makita nako kung unsa ilahang pagpursige. Recently lang pod si Morissette kay nakatan-aw ko siyang Defying Gravity nga version yan nakana ko dili man ako kaya niyang version ay kanang maglahi-lahi
And
lang
in
ako.
fairness, I was hosting an event and she was there as a guest. Naglingkod, nagyaka siya sa sound, pero grabe yung vocal range, para kutob sa Pluto.
Oo. I think kuan po na siya. She's very confident sa. That's what I like about her. Like, makita na siya video ni viral nga. Pag humaniyag, naminaw siya sa iyang song, nga ikanta siya ba? Naminaw siya, kilig siya, nagtanaw, hala kanindot sa akong kanta, nga nabitaw nga. That's how we should be, Dili ka nang manaway, tas mana naman, so di na nata manaway. Be happy for what you've done, may nana ba?
Melody, before you say goodbye to all of our viewers, what is your message or your advice to all those aspiring artists or bisan ka ng mga nagsugod na but have faced several rejections on their way to success in this industry?
Sorry, good, padayon. More gina siya, padayon. The amount of rejection I've experienced in my life, makadown ba yagid siya? Like, I don't know if kung na yung mga singers ninyo, padayon lang yun. Like, keep going at it. Kay, life isn't a race ba ya? So, siguro na kay mga kauban sa singing contest or artist nga mas nisikat ni mo karon ana, it's their time. Siguro wala pa imuha. So keep praying, keep the faith in yourself and in God and in the people who believe in you. Bitaw kadam mo supportan ninyo, no? Family, friends, ana. Padayon lang yun. Like, keep practicing, don't stop singing. If mo write kag songs, padayon lang pagsuwat. Let yourself out there. Put yourself out there, DI. Don't stop putting yourself out there because that's how you build a foundation of yourself as an artist and of your fans and people who can support you. Sana ragid. Padayon lang yun siya.
Wow. Thank you so much, Melody. It is an honor to have you with us for our Sinulog 2021 special production. So again, as what Melody has mentioned, padayon lang gyud ta and hinaot pa unta nga mo padayon sa gyud mo tan-aw namo as we bring you the past performances of the champion contingents over the last decade in MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 special production.
This is Rachel, employee, 5 years. Supervisor, after 10 years. Manager, after 15 years. Dead end? Nowhere to go? IMG, for limitless opportunities.
This is no ordinary story. This is not just about a new home. It's welcoming a new life. This is not just about finding another office. It's about building the future. This is not just about real estate. It's about growing and nurturing a community together. And this inspires our extraordinary story. That's why in Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond the usual for you every day.
Building relationships is not a one-time transaction. It requires consistency and commitment with every interaction. Through dedicated teams, we redefine what hands-on service truly means. From choosing the best property for you, up to you actually living in it. Our sales, customer care, and property management teams are there for you every step of the way.
Strong communities start with a clear understanding of the landscape and its people. Through our expertise of this MIN, we have emerged as the leading local developer in key Visayas and Mindanao cities.
We at Cebu Land Masters choose our location meticulously because we understand the needs of our community.
We go beyond the usual features. Through our value-added amenities, you get to live and experience more.
It's not just about the space. It's about finding the right one for you. Through a range of developments, from subdivisions, condominiums, hotels, offices, mixed use and townships, we offer various choices that suit your lifestyle.
Extraordinary hands-on service. Vismin expertise. Amenities and choices are our pillars that make us who we are.
This is our responsibility that molds the foundation of everything we do.
At Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond what is expected. Because you deserve to live extraordinarily.
Good day, this is Ramila Yuman and you're watching the MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 Sinulog production. We're proud to have the convener of the Sinulog 2021 and no less than the Vice Mayor of the Cebu City, Vice Mayor Michael Lopez Rama. Good day, Mayor.
Yeah, good day and greetings to all, Ramil. And I am privileged once again to be here at, this is not my TV, but is your MyTV, Cebu Sinulog 2021. Kumusta?
Okay na kayo, Vice Mayor Mike Rama. We're happy that nakakaroon din. But again, before we will discuss on the cancellation of the virtual and the pre-recording of the Sinulog 2021, let me bring back few months ago. Dadaamin ito, Vice Mayor Mike Rama, sa inyong preparation way back August and September.
I would like to correct the thing that is being cancelled is the ritual and the so-called street dancing.
Yeah, okay.
But we are still completely in the original concept, which is substantially virtual and orthodox, unconventional, but innovative. Sinulog 2021.
So the preparation, of course, gearing towards the virtual Vice, no? Magana ang direction.
Not only that, the preparation was not right away, step by step.
Yeah.
I started even with the stakeholders and even included all the judges all over the country, from the National Cultural Institution, and also included the choreographers down our level, HRAC, Board of Trustees of the Sinulog, and so many what we call different groups, which eventually brought the working group or the steering committee. And we have decided, after all this challenge, and it's still a continuing challenge, the so-called C19, that the best move towards so that there'll be no void, because we are looking forward for the 500 years, Andrea, of Christianity. And then we are also preparing for a triumphant Sinulog in 2022. Then we must, as a Christian devotee and being a part, silingan pag yun ako, you know, I've been at City Hall since 1992. Then only 3 years on what I call resting, no? And there, tubangan na mo diya, luyo sa Magellan's Cross, is Senior Santo Niño. So, it is just but right that we must bring that so-called burning desire, Ramel. Thus, we were able to put all of this.
In fact, you're so positive nga madayon di kunta ni January.
Actually,
hantod karon.
nadayon man eh.
Yeah, madayon.
Actually, some people have misunderstood what is Sinulog. Sinulog have already been, when you can see pin shop being built at Puente Osmeña in the month of December, and then the Christmas tree not being removed after December 25, still being seen up to now, plus the so-called Bambi cooking oil, right there, bang nanduha, Sinulog is just within our reach. Thus, later, the establishment of the tent, the so-called Sisibo in Carousel. So, Sinulog is now up. Now, I think you can see streamers. Once the streamers are around, Sinulog is around. Then this time, it's of a different dimension.
That's right.
Lahi ni siya, lahi yun kay ang amag magsinulog ang imong atubangon ng COVID-19. But you must only have sinulog with freedom and responsibility. Mauna nga, we saw to it with our steering committee headed by CPA lawyer, our group, Attorney Jocelyn Pisguera. Then the production team, mga karaang tao, John Jet, Sinbet, and the rest, they thought, kinasubayan man nila ni, on the tourism month. The tourism month, last few months ago, it was all virtual. Virtual. There was dancing, actual dancing at NOAA. Film, and then presented. Mao to siya nga concept diha sa NOAA, diha sa SRP, why audience?
Only the contingent.
Only the contingent.
Katong 3,000.
Katong mga 2,000. 2,000 na sila. Kay 100 naman na sila. All in all. Ni adto tag 1,000 na.
Okay. Vice Mayor, I don't know, bring us back to kanang, was there a, di ko ganang mugamit sa term nga heated discussion, but doon na ba yung discussion before coming up within the statement nga ops, pre-recording, na, virtual sinulog katong 2,000 plus nga contingent, wala grabe nga discussion?
You know, it's all about when, you have to read between the lines. Then you must also be mindful about what has been happening. Aware na kanang it might be a concern, which for me at that time has never been a concern actually. So therefore, wala, we will be on hold. Then we have to look forward sa 500 years of Sinulog edition, 500 years of Christianity.
That will be this coming April of this year.
April.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Why, isa pa yan. Ako kaya akong Fidelio.
Yeah.
Ako pa ng partner si Ramel, partner na ko sa laing istasyon eh. It's a long story sa to dito. Nindot ka mo alas 2 to alas 3.
Yeah. 2 to 3.
Oh, 2 to 3. Mora ani. Ani bala ko din ka.
Well, before sa tong commercial gap, your sinulog message to our Cebuanos.
Senyor, ang sinulog dili ra kanang sayaw-sayaw ha. Dili ra sad kanang street dancing or whatsoever. The real sinulog is devotion. Please, no? Wa man tay sinulog ritual, wa may sinulog street dancing actual. Pero naay unorthodox, innovative, unconventional. Tune in lang, parehani na adin sa MyTV. And then, of course, naami kanang Sinulog website na sa diya sa Facebook, Sinulog Foundation. You will be able to be into the so-called still world of the festivity. Rewind lang. Ang uban na recorded lang ahead, but the most important thing for Sinulog, there is no Sinulog without the fiesta. Please, find time to say prayer every day and bring about Señor Santo Niño, have mercy on us. Muna gina pinaka-importante. We can get out of this pandemic. I'm telling you, trust in God. Trust in the miraculous Señor Santo Niño. Pit Señor!
Pit Señor, hanggang salamat our convener sa atong Sinulog 2021. Of course, Vice Mayor Mike Raman. You're still watching MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 special production. This is Ramila Yuman. Good day.
Juan de la Cruz, 10 years sa barko, successful OFW. Tired of falling, but keeps on trying? Yet you're falling over and over again? Can't get your financial solution? IMG offers you the solution. IMG, we educate, we care. This is Rachel, employee, 5 years. Supervisor, after 10 years. Manager, after 15 years. Dead end? Nowhere to go? IMG for limitless opportunities.
By tradition, the Filipinos maintain strong family ties. But it's this same tradition that prompted more than 50% of Filipino senior citizens to rely solely on their children and relatives for support in their old age. You can follow the same path, or you can choose to proceed in another way, a better way, the Kaiser way. And what is the Kaiser way? Financial independence, especially in your retirement years, when you'll really need medical attention and support. Other HMOs serve group and individual accounts. Kaiser International Health Group focuses on your long-term health needs. How? Kaiser uniquely provides for a second layer of HMO coverage, which gives members the option to utilize it or not. You can use it if you have to, but if you stay healthy, Kaiser International Health Group will reward you with the financial independence you deserve in your senior years. Simple, worry-free, effective. Why? Because Kaiser cares. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare. By tradition, the Filipinos maintain strong family ties. But it's this same tradition that prompted more than 50% of Filipino senior citizens to rely solely on their children and relatives for support in their old age. You can follow the same path, or you can choose to proceed in another way, a better way, the Kaiser way. And what is the Kaiser way? Financial independence, especially in your retirement years, when you'll really need medical attention and support. Other HMOs serve group and individual accounts. Kaiser International Health Group focuses on your long-term health needs. How? Kaiser uniquely provides for a second layer of HMO coverage, which gives members the option to utilize it or not. You can use it if you have to, but if you stay healthy, Kaiser International Health Group will reward you with the financial independence you deserve in your senior years. Simple, worry-free, effective. Why? Because Kaiser cares. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare.
A blessed day to all of you, our brothers and sisters in Christ. Today we are having MyTV Cebu Sinulog special production. And with me today is no less than our Vice Mayor, who had always been active, not just in politics, but active much in religiosity. So we're so blessed to have him today not to go through problems, but to sort out problems, and for us to feel that there is a God who takes good care of us. So brothers and sisters in Christ, today we would like to tell you that the world is really reflects with this called COVID. But you see, this is only a call of faith. Because God said, do not be afraid, because I will be with you till the end of time. If your heart is full of love for the Lord, you will never be afraid, because He is there to take good care of you. So my brothers and sisters in Christ, here we are. Help me welcome the Vice Mayor of Cebu, Vice Mayor Attorney Michael Rama. Hello.
Greetings, Ma'am Nancy.
How are you?
I'm okay. We met in the road.
Yes.
In one of my walk, everyday walk,
actually.
And that's why I was so happy seeing you with your son. And that's why bringing to see you, bring me to the, of course, our group, the Oasis of Love. And then, of course, your beloved husband who's watching over there, over us.
He is watching over us, and he's also watching over you, his friends.
Yes, we are friends.
Ramil Ayuman here, and all these people, because every time I meet them, I feel that he is around.
Yeah.
So, Brother Attorney, you see, our religiosity is a little bit placed into some kind of a doubtful affair because of this COVID. Okay, but then looking back, I know that many years back, even when we were not yet born, there was always this kind of, you see, problems that would come our way. But yet, that faith that is planted by God in our heart is actually to keep on burning. So here we are perplexed because our Santo Niño masses are already cancelled because people just really go there, and there are a number already who is getting sick. So what can you say about this?
To be honest, Nancy, never imagine that cancellation will follow after Sinulog being put to halt. And then we are looking forward for the 500 years of Christianity. It is really sad because if there is a will, there is a way. I've been to Vatican during the canonization of San Pedro Canusod. I've been also to New York during a height of a worry about, we call it terrorism attack, where the celebration of New Year was more centered at Times Square. But, you know, it was more of unity of intention and a police concern. This one is unity of intention, and the Archdiocese or the Augustinians also much of a concern, and the city government, which is just nearby, being a part of it. But I wish they could have not cancelled it because what was the worry? I have been always advocating, Andrea, COVID-19 will be here, whether you like it or not, until it will reach our household when the vaccine will be available. Today, I had a press con and I offered myself to be vaccinated if vaccine will be present. And then I was looking at it, as long as it is put the so-called Drug Administration, DOH approved, I'll be the first one. I will offer myself. And there was a question, are you not afraid? I said, if we dwell on fear, then we have no meaning of living.
Amen.
Living is managing fear. Nancy, whether you like it or not. It has always been my belief. You cannot have your faith highlighted. And the Bible have said, faith without action is dead.
Amen.
And then what are you going to do? Start managing fear. How do you manage fear? Develop courage. Sa Binisaya pa na, ang kanang imong kahadlok, imong naghanon ang imong kadasig. Haron ang imong kalig-on, imong makabot. Now, ang imong mga kahadlok, butangan pa sa imong kalibog. Ayaw po ang imong kalibog because mawa na ang imong pagtuo. And if you start believing in your doubts, my God, what is there for you to claim that you are a Christian? You are a Roman Catholic. Then, when you have this courage, unquestionable belief, then you will be able to arrive on the invincibility of faith. And then you just have to tell, God, take over. I always guided by that dictum and that by that biblical statement, let go and let God. Who is not afraid? We are afraid, but we must manage that being afraid. And the only way is, tuingon ako ganina, muna ako, I really felt bad, I'm telling you. Emotionally, never mind the sinulog. We can do away with the sinulog. We can have the virtual. But the faith of the Cebuanos, the faith of all the people, wala pala ni pandemya. Kana atong mga island, mga butang mga tao din because para nila, waji ko mo, na makakupot sila ni Senyor Santo Niño. Waji ko mo, makakita sila ni Senyor Santo Niño. Because, pama na ang atong faith. So, balay lang ako. Karon, sa pisina, ilan nakabook ako sa Santo Niño diya. Nancy, I'm telling you. Inigsod di mo, Andrea, na ako'y Santo Niño diha. Hindi ko kalimut. Nga, ako na ibutang siya, no? Last year, na ako'y mensahe, naningon din ko, mga liyata ni Senyor Santo Niño sa akong cellphone na usap ang kolor. Pero di na binuang. It's there. It's still there. Then, karon to igasad, when my partner was coming out with my baby, MJ, and days before Andrea manganak, si Sarian na ba? Sige, halab, sige, ana-ana, si MJ sa tiyan ba? So, nag-meeting ko sa akong mga tao. Pag-meeting na ko, ihunay ko, kibaw mo, ang akong anak ko maabot. Pagkayog, excited na gunya. Tingali, gusto kayo na siya makikita ni Senyor Santo Niño. Pag-ingon ako, Nancy, kay baka unsa, ang flower base sa Senyor Santo Niño, nituyok.
Oh my God.
Nahagbong.
Beautiful.
I'm not joking. Buwak mabuak, Andrea. Mabitaw, ingon sila, in my house, karon. Na ako Senyor Santo Niño. At ibabaw sa kuwang sana. Na ako'y anghel Michael the Archangel. Na ako dito San Beda nga sina, San Pedro Kalungsod. Na ako'y Senyor Santo Niño. Nag-atubang na siya. Muliok man siya, oy. Hantod karon, steady na siya og tanaw sa kaning ngalan og kaning putahan. Wala siya matuyok balik. Ingon ako, malo. Tanawa ko na, ko nga, sagdila na. Kahit tingali na itaw ning bayha, pinya naman din ni si MJ, pinangga man ni Senyor Santo Niño. Dili gusto si Senyor Santo Niño, sudlan ning tuang kwarto. Madto ka dito sa babaw. Iniksod ni mo sa kong opisina, Andrea. I am being met by Senyor Santo Niño. Birhen, na si Birhen, o na si Michael the Archangel.
I understand that in your heart, there is that feeling of wanting to actually help. Continue to do that. Even if you don't say a word, your wish, your mind, if it is actually geared towards the Lord says, do not be afraid.
That's right.
I will be with you till the end of time, and I am going to help you. Fear, do not fear. keep on hoping and don't worry.
Manage your fear.
Yes. So beautiful to have a talk with you, Brother Vice Mayor. Thank you very much.
My
Brother
pleasure,
Vice
my
Mayor.
privilege.
Salamat for being here with us. And I would like also to thank our television crew and as well as all the people who are actually trying to manage to have you being here. And I'd like to thank to your secretary also. She's very good in hand. Brothers and sisters in Christ, MyTV is actually trying to come up with more winning Sinulog performances on MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 special production when we return.
This is Rachel, employee, 5 years. Supervisor, after 10 years. Manager, after 15 years. Dead end, nowhere to go. IMG, for limitless opportunities.
This is no ordinary story. This is not just about a new home. It's welcoming a new life. This is not just about finding another office. It's about building the future. This is not just about real estate. It's about growing and nurturing a community together. And this inspires our extraordinary story. That's why in Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond the usual for you every day.
Building relationships is not a one-time transaction. It requires consistency and commitment with every interaction. Through dedicated teams, we redefine what hands-on service truly means. From choosing the best property for you, up to you actually living in it. Our sales, customer care, and property management teams are there for you every step of the way.
Strong communities start with a clear understanding of the landscape and its people. Through our expertise of this mean, we have emerged as the leading local developer in key Visayas and Mindanao cities.
We at Cebu Land Masters choose our location meticulously because we understand the needs of our community.
We go beyond the usual features. Through our value-added amenities, you get to live and experience more.
It's not just about the space. It's about finding the right one for you. Through a range of developments from subdivisions, condominiums, hotels, offices, mixed use and townships, we offer various choices that suit your lifestyle.
Extraordinary hands-on service. This means expertise, amenities, and choices are our pillars that make us who we are.
This is our responsibility that molds the foundation of everything we do.
At Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond what is expected. Because you deserve to live extraordinarily.
tuning in to MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 special production where we bring you the winning performances during the last decade of the Sinulog Festival. So that's from 2020 to 2010. And by the way, to all of our online viewers, we are encouraging you to share this link to your family and friends. Katong mga stranded nga LSI. No, kay wala nakalarga because of COVID. I'm sure nga gusto silang mo pauli din sa Cebu but they cannot. All you have to do is to tag them or to share this link on their walls. Pwede ninyo send sa yung GC para ma-feel sa nila ang Sinulog spirit. If nasad mo yung mga OFW friends, no, mga family members, please do invite them to watch this episode so that they would feel the Sinulog fever wherever they are in the world.
Most ni benefit sa technology karon, no? You're interconnected even if you're distance away. So makita nyo din mo ang festivity itself even if in the physical absence, no?
Yes.
Naragyapon sa imong kasing-kasim ang essence sa Sinulog Festival. Kanina naka-mention ka, no, nga usa ka dekada ang atong tan-awon pagbalik. We have 5 more years to go down the memory lane, no? Let's now revisit 2014 with the winning performances coming from Kulturang Placereño for the Sinulog bass, Lumad Basakanon for the free interpretation, familiar names, and the street dancing category.
was the winning performance of the Lumad Basakanon. And if you could remember, Jao, sa itong nakita nga video kaganina, ang theme nila ato silang free interpretation category was about an explosion of a volcano and how they were saved by the image of Senior Santo Niño. And I think this is also the beauty of the free interpretation category, no? Because you're not bound by a certain theme or concept. Pwede ka magsud-sud o bisan unsa nga storyline. Daghan kong mga nahinumduman nga performances sa una dyan na sila mga storyline nga naibata nga gikidnap sa wakwak. Diba? Ilan siya ma-incorporate mga urban legends ba? Gikidnap sa wakwak o niya gisave ni Santo Niño. Again, the beauty of the FI category also is dagko kay siya room for creativity.
Right. Mao na makitan sad nato ang ubang mga performances mopili gud sila nga mag-FI sila. Okay, mas dagan silang mahuna-hunaan unya based on different messages nga ganahan na gid nila ipadayag. Very simple message, no?
Yes.
Kailang ma-execute into something that's really big for all of us. So congratulations sa Lumad Basakanon, and we will continue to monitor them. Okay, they're bringing pride sa ato.
Mao gyud. Hopefully again Sinulog 2022, let's continue to pray nga hinapaunta madayon na gyud ang atong festival. And now let us go to the performances in 2013. These are the performances from Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe for Sinulog based and street dancing category. Duha ilang awards ani, and Tribo Linganay from Alang-Alang Leyte for the free interpretation category.
This is Rachel, employee, 5 years. Supervisor, after 10 years. Manager, after 15 years. Dead end? Nowhere to go? IMG, for limitless opportunities.
This is no ordinary story. This is not just about a new home. It's welcoming a new life. This is not just about finding another office. It's about building the future. This is not just about real estate. It's about growing and nurturing a community together. And this inspires our extraordinary story. That's why in Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond the usual for you every day.
Building relationships is not a one-time transaction. It requires consistency and commitment with every interaction. Through dedicated teams, we redefine what hands-on service truly means. From choosing the best property for you, up to you actually living in it. Our sales, customer care, and property management teams are there for you every step of the way.
Strong communities start with a clear understanding of the landscape and its people. Through our expertise of this min, we have emerged as the leading local developer in key Visayas and Mindanao cities.
We at Cebu Land Masters choose our location meticulously because we understand the needs of our community.
We go beyond the usual features. Through our value-added amenities, you get to live and experience more.
It's not just about the space. It's about finding the right one for you. Through a range of developments from subdivisions, condominiums, hotels, offices, mixed use and townships, we offer various choices that suit your lifestyle.
Extraordinary hands-on service. This min expertise, amenities, and choices are our pillars that make us who we are.
This is our responsibility that molds the foundation of everything we do.
At Cebu Land Masters, we go beyond what is expected. Because you deserve to live extraordinarily.
Viva Pit Senyor sa tanan. Again, you are still watching MyTV Cebu Sinulog 2021 special production. And the Feast of Senior Santo Niño is a feast of Thanksgiving. And we'd also like to thank, again, all of our sponsors. Thank you so much to the International Marketing Group, Kaiser Medical Center, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Manila Bankers, De Los Reyes Optical,
Cebu Land Masters Incorporated, Milis, Hyperactive Entertainment by Wesley Racoma, and Glenn Glenn Albutras Event Design.
Yes, thank you sa atong mga sponsors. Now, going back to the Sinulog Festival, nakita naman na to ang mga performances, Jow, no? One of the things that good nga makapa-colorful sa atong Sinulog Festival is the costumes. No, kanang mga nagkalain-lain nga mga colors, nagkalain-laing design, especially sa costume sa ilang mga festival queens, no? Bongacious kaayo.
Makitan yun mo kinsay festival queen. Kaya mo stand out yun ang yung costume. And the fact that they also have to take into consideration the materials that they're using for the costumes, because rain or shine, mo perform ang kita sila.
Diba?
Except siguro kung bagyo. Diba? Makita
As
na to.
in, one init. Grabe. And the non-stop dancing in the streets, mo sa ginang one of the factors that has to be considered ba, that the performers need to be able to dance comfortably.
Yes.
Pero usahay, they have a saying nga tiis ganda.
Pasensya lang kay tibok adlaw kang musayaw, di ba? From early in the morning, gawas ka na sa dalan until you get inside the sports center. And then even mo gawas ka, di ba, there were times before nga musayo gyapon with the carousel.
Yes, and kani sa mga festival queens, Jow, di ba, pabukharay sa ilahang sayal. Or di ko ka-imagine sa kung no, grabe. And they have to be able to carry the costume with grace, with confidence and composure na bisag unsa ka GGB ang ilang feeling. Murag, grabe, heavy kayo pero still, syufa gapon ang ilang peg iguan and present silang selves on the stage.
So, ang sacrifice, you know? Kana pa lang, it's already a big sacrifice in their part. Their health is at risk. Ano makita na itong dagang yung tubig sa gawas.
Yes.
Kaya importante nga ma-hydrate yun ang ilang kaugalingon, especially when they're outside or if the temperature is so high.
Maog yun.
They have to bring the costume all along.
Yeah. And speaking of health, since you already brought that up, again, sa itong mga devotees, kinahanglan lang gid na to sabton ang sitwasyon karon nga this is really just for the safety of everyone. And ayaw mo kabalaka kay nami dinhi para muhatag sa Sinulog vibes sa inyong tagsa-tagsa ka mga balay. And now that we're already talking about the topic of the festival costumes, Jow, one of the activities that the Sinulog Foundation had, actually upay-upay sa baya ang ilahang mga activities that do not necessarily require mass gathering.
Okay.
So they had their virtual bike ride challenge. Nindot ni siya, Jow, kay murag, you only have to complete it at your own pace. Murag na sila na ilang stops, and then all you have to do is to download the app, and then at your convenience, you can go to these specific stops para makita nimo ang different places in Cebu. Murag nara kay iscan nga code para ma-complete nimo, and then they give you a reward after you complete all the stops sa ilahang map. And then they also had a Cebu carousel, if makita nimo, sa Osmeña Boulevard. So na dito ang nagkalain-lain nga mga tourist spots sa Cebu. Online, very active sa gyud ang Sinulog Foundation Incorporated. So naa sila Sinulog sa Dakbayan Rewind, sama sa itong gibuhat karon, nasa sila Sinulog sa Lalawigan Rewind, and later on, Jow, actually nasa sila gipahigayon nga activity karon sa Fort San Pedro. And after this production, ato sang ipakita sa MyTV ang mga ganap dito sa Fort San Pedro. And one of their activities, Jow, was their Festival Queen costume exhibit at the Ayala Center, Cebu. And ibisita mi dito. Yes, atong ipakita sa ila kung unsa among mga nakita during the festival costume exhibit for the whole month of January at the Ayala Center, Cebu. Let's watch this.
Sinulog, oh sinulog, tara nang magsaulog.
Vibrant colors, eye-catching designs, fascinating concepts. Indeed, costumes have always played a role in the grandeur of festivals. A lot of time, effort, and creativity is put into each piece, which makes it not just a work of art, but a labor of love. The Sinulog Festival Queen has been one of the highlights of the Sinulog Grand Parade, showcasing both the beauty of Filipinas and the talents of Cebuano designers. The past winners for Festival Queen Best in Costume were Jane Genovesa in 2020 and Nicole Borromeo in 2019, both representing Karkar City. The viral costume of Isabel Luce of Daan Bantayan, designed by her cousin Mark Luce, won Best in Costume in 2018. The costume, designed with rice fields, coconut trees, and bahay kubos, drew raves in the internet. Festival costumes are not only highlighted in parades, but even in pageantry all over the world. One award-winning costume is Danny Book's The Bibingka Vendor creation, which won the Best in National Costume Award at the 2020 Miss Universe Philippines pageant, worn by Lou Dominique Picson.
I was very inspired by the Bibingka vendors in Mandaue, and all the materials being used are indigenous, all made in Mandaue, made of rattan, raffia, anahaw, and wooden beads, and all concoct in a wonderful piece. Very modern, yet very culturally, because it's a Filipinian, as you can see, but mubu siya, short siya. But the one who made this are the women in Mandaue who are like basket weavers. So ako gid silang inspired to create a piece, though I designed everything, but they made this kuan good, so-called bukag. All of these materials are from scratch good to make a wonderful piece.
Book's masterpiece is part of the Festival Queen exhibit at the Ayala Center, Cebu for the month of January. Miss Cebu Province April Smith's national costume during the 2020 Miss Universe pageant is also part of the display, which drew inspiration from Lisuga, the Visayan goddess of the star.
Ang story behind this is inspired by Lisuga, which means na ang queen of suga, meaning light. And Sir Lyndon Adolfo nagtulab me with the idea, and he saw something in me na I'm always positive person and always seeking for light. Nindot din siya pagkapili kay ganam sa kong fire and ang color and complements sa kong skin, and then behind sa aning paghimo kay puro na siya recycled tanan kay it's pandemic man to during Miss Universe Philippines, and then ang pag-make niya kay recycled from the other costumes nga naa niya.
Another attention-grabbing piece is Jong's Loquinario's Queen of the Seas costume.
It's all about the abundance of the sea creatures, the pearls that we have, not just in the whole Philippines, but also here in Cebu, especially in the south part of Cebu. We actually use air foams, crystals, beads, pearls, those materials.
From underwater to avant-garde, Axel Guest's handmade gowns are also a stunner, one featuring Mexican art and the other inspired by the magnificence of a peacock.
This dress was worn in Zamboanga. It was inspired by the colors of the peacock, mainly on the feathers. So everything is made from scratch, and all was laser cutted and hand woven jud siya tanan. Kani siya peacock because sa competition akong gi-joinan, it's about kanang gems. So instead of choosing one gem, ang peacock base has different kind of colors like amethyst, emerald, sapphire. So ako gi-incorporate tanan, I made it into something like this. Or siya monochromatic of flowers ba. Kani siya is, ang inspiration is Heart of Jesus, Sacred Heart, El Corazon. Bali, kwan siya, a religious look siya, which is inspired by the Met Gala, Heavenly Bodies. And incorporate na ko ang Mexican art, familiar ka Mexican art, Frida Kahlo. Kuan man siya ka na striking yung colors. And also, mas near siya sa religious nga mga impact.
Cebuano designers are, par excellence, and they're very competitive now, nationally and even globally. And we have a lot of Filipino designers who make waves in the international scene as well.
This is Andrea Patenia Matthew for MyTV Sinulog Special.
And speaking of the festival queens, it is actually high time but proper for us to also recognize the original Sinulog Festival Queen, diba? One of the pioneer organizers also, si Ma'am Dali Suzara.
Yes.
And the Sinulog Foundation Incorporated has prepared a video tribute. Here are the highlights of that video.
Pit Senor, welcome
Maayong adlaw ka natong tanan. This is probably one of the most beautiful times in our Christian life, and that is our celebration here in Cebu of the Sinulog. We probably have one of the longest running Christmas celebrations in the world. We start in September, you hear the jingles, and then we move on to December where we have the birth of Christ. And then for us, we see the baby Jesus grow into the Santo Niño. Isn't that wonderful? So this celebration is one vast exchange of ideas, events, and of course, people. And today, we will talk about one of the most significant persons in the Sinulog celebration here in Cebu, Dolores Morales Suzara. Dolores Morales Suzara, or as I fondly call her, Tita Dolly. I will always associate her with the University of San Carlos. She was, for quite some time, the head of the physical education department. And because she was very much into dance, she was also part of the Philippine Folk Dance Society. What is very interesting to note is that because of her work as a teacher, she went on spreading her love for many things. One is the love of dance and the love for the Santo Niño. Today, we remember Tita Dolly as project director of the Sinulog Foundation and the Sinulog celebration. But I think that many of her students will remember how she was very active as a teacher, a mentor, and always a supporter of the arts.
Itik-itik tibon.
Itik-itik is a popular dance in the Visayas. What you're watching now is Itik-itik Sibonga, as danced by the Bibliusan dance troupe of the University of Southern Philippines Foundation. This dance was researched by Araceli Campos, and Dolores Morales Suzara was then the dance facilitator of the Philippine Folk Dance Society of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. Family is often the center of our celebrations. And in the life of Tita Dolly Suzara, family was part of her devotion to the Santo Niño. When we talk about the Santo Niño, oftentimes we think of the baby, the child. And yes, we think of those around him, his parents, his family. In our lives, we see how the Santo Niño is reflected in our own children. And that is why we would like to give these moments to her family to talk about the one person they love the most.
But how I wish you were here, because you're always the arms I could run to, there to soothe me when I had problems. I haven't overcome it yet, but I'm trying. I miss her as a mother and as a sister. And I really wish she was here with me right now.
I have known Ma'am Dolly since the early 1990s. I was then the executive director of Cebu City Sports Commission, and she was the president of the Cebu Physical Education Association. She's truly an icon of Sinulog and very deserving to be called as one and the only Sinulog Queen. As a fitting tribute to her, we named the Sinulog Festival crown to her as Inang Dolly, or Mother Dolly, for her commitment, tireless dedication, and as ambassadors of the culture and the arts. And I'm very happy and privileged that I'm one of the most privileged person to meet her and know her personally. For me, without Ma'am Dolly, Sinulog will never be the same.
Her works and her accomplishments as a promoter of Philippine folk dances will always live in the memories of the organization, the Philippine Folk Dance Society, and all our constituents nationwide.
Wow, ang ano retire mga nga imo mga gikan sa mong kasing-kasing. O nanon, imo nang halad sa imong kaugalingon sa kung wa na masud sa akong utok uga wa ako masud anang how I am to be remembered. Ako lang service to the Santo Niño right away nga buhi pa ko nagyapon ko sa Sinulog. Makalingaw sobra pas lingaw. Wala naalang gyapon ta. Wow, mangkuy koan kaya part naman of my koan na naman dito sa Santo Niño. Especially when I got sick. Nga koan na get serious gusto akong sick. Naayo man ko.
To the child who is the reason for the season and who inspires us all in all our celebration, and to all who adore him, our voices echo in praise as we thank him and glorify him in our Sinulog. And to all those who have devoted their lives, like Dolores Morales Suzara, so that the Sinulog may continue and flourish, we give our thanks. Thank you for making the celebration a part of the rich cultural heritage of the Cebuanos, our gift, gasa ngadto sa kalibutan. Viva Pit Senyor!
Kitang tanan magbisenyor.
Wow, very touching ang gihimo nga tribute sa Sinulog Foundation Incorporated for the late Ma'am Dolly Suzara. And another activity that the SFI has initiated this year is their native exhibit still at Ayala Center, Cebu, showcasing the different native products from all over the Philippines. Atong tan-aon ang ilahang mga produkto pinaagi ni ini.
This is my negosyo, Pit Senyor.
Hi, my name is Christine Regis. I'm from Audrey's Confectionaries. Our products are dried mangoes and we added twist to it. Like we added caramel. Then we have 4 variants. We have, as you can see, we have here the plain caramel. And then the second one is with cashew, caramel with cashew. And the third one is caramel with pistachios. And the last one is caramel with chocolate, dark chocolate. As you all know na Cebu is very known for dried mangoes, diba? So we wanted na this time, yung dried mangoes naman, let's to add a twist to it ba? Something different para at least ganahan pud mi na not only locally but internationally mahibawaan na our dried mangoes are very good. My sister was a banker for how many years, and then when she gave birth to her son, she wanted to take care of full time as a mother sa akong pamangkon. So she thought of an idea to have a business, and ganahan siya na something na hindi common. Yung kanang it's hindi common and original at the same time. So she thought of, kasi she likes caramel, so she thought, why not mix the dried mangoes and the caramel. And we also have here banana chips, but we also added some twist to it. Instead of just plain banana chips, like just add sugar, we add with salt, so it's sweet and salted. When the pandemic came, medyo ni-low amo ang kanang sales. So we thought of another product which is essential naman this time. It's frozen, and this is what we call the vegetable samosa. It's an Indian food, but this time it's not it's a taste of the Filipino. Dili na siya kaayong spicy, just enough for the Filipino people.
Si Lu Canabi Durano, owner sa East Pacific Fashion Accessories, and we have also different kinds of items like hats, also kapis, different kinds of kapis like picture frames, placemats, chandeliers. Also, we do personalized items. Raw materials come from Bicol, Cebu, Cebu and Bohol. buri, and also tikog, and kapis. Market is nag-supply mi sa hotels diri sa Cebu and also Manila, and natay mga existing buyers from Turkey and California. Actually, medyo nihinay gud siya, but like from March, and but now nagbalik-balik na siya kay ang mga buyer nako nag-contact naman. So nanay mga ginagmayng order. Atong ikapasigarbo gyud ang local product sa Philippines kay it's native, and aside from that, daghan tag mga matabangan nga Filipino people kato, especially katong mga naa sa probinsya.
I'm Juanita Licaros from Kaiser. My product is all footwear. 26 years in this business. Sa duwi ng panahon, katigwangan pa, mao gina ilang livelihood, so nasunod na sa namo. Since grade 6, kay balon ako mohimog strap sa mga slippers, sandals. Akong mama, my mother, nagtudlo. Nakasunod lang ko nila inaani. I'll have sandals, slippers, shoes. Ang akong gamit kay mga sackcloth, sutas is a kind of thread. Nga i-braid na mo, ma'am. Handmade siya. O kaning kuan, sweat. Wala dyan sales, ma'am. Why mga order? Kuan, since February gid, ma'am. Up to October. Nanay gamay, nilihok na gamay, ma'am. Nagpasalamat jud mi, ma'am, bisag walay mga foreigner nga nianhi sa atoa. Mahalinan mi ginagmay sa ato lang mga kuan, taga diri ra sa Philippines. Hinaoton ta nga kita tanan mo suporta sa atong local products, labi na sa Cebu, sa Kaiser. Ang atong pride of Kaiser is shoes. Salada from Sabroso, Camigan's finest chocolate. Sabroso, it means delicious, ma'am. O chabacano. Ang tableyan yung product, ma'am, from pure cacao. Nahibalaan mo ni siya nga pure, ma'am, tungod kay bisan og init sa imong palm, mahilis ni siya. Like nga ni, man siya, malanay ra siya bisan og kanang init lang, and then kung magluto imo siyang buhaton, like mag-boil lang kag ininit tubig, then tang nimo sa baso 3 to 4 tablets, then put 150 ml of water, then stir. Mo na siya, ma'am. Dili ka ganan o kaning naay sugar ug milk, okay ra kay mas healthy man ang pure lang atong inumon kay antioxidants, good for the heart. Nya nindot siya sa skin, sa imong buhok pa shine nga na kay kung butang nga tog sugar ug milk ma'am mo man ay makapatrigger gyud sa tong dugo nga motaas. Kung pure lang gyud imong inumon, mas healthy siya sa imong lawas, antioxidants. Lami among tsokolate ma'am, it's because pure tableya gini amo ma'am, no added preservatives, no added nga mga ini beans or something, walay mga kaning mga sagol-sagol gani nga kuan ma'am, amo pure cacao gini amo ma'am, 100% pure cacao. Handmade ni siya ma'am, wala ni gaagi siya og kaning machine. So kamot ginam gigamit ani ma'am. Kamot ra giporma mo nang dili siya pareho og kaning sizes, di siya pareho kadagkoon.
Miss Dina Natuto, 28 years old, call center agent.
Wow, ang bongga! Incentive commission! Ang dami kong blessings!
Cannot save? Don't know how to save? IMG. We educate. We care. February, Happy Hearts Day. March, Happy Graduation Day. April, Summer na bes. May, Happy Fiesta. June, Back to School. July, Happy Birthday. August, Happy Anniversary. September, Early Christmas Shopping. October, Shopping. November, Happy Halloween. December, Christmas Party. Christmas Party. Christmas Party. January, Happy New Year. Don't worry, you can still be happy. Change your lifestyle. IMG. Changing people from spender to saver.
By tradition, the Filipinos maintain strong family ties. But it's this same tradition that prompted more than 50% of Filipino senior citizens to rely solely on their children and relatives for support in their old age. You can follow the same path, or you can choose to proceed in another way, a better way, the Kaiser way. And what is the Kaiser way? Financial independence, especially in your retirement years, when you'll really need medical attention and support. Other HMOs serve group and individual accounts. Kaiser International Health Group focuses on your long-term health needs. How? Kaiser uniquely provides for a second layer of HMO coverage, which gives members the option to utilize it or not. You can use it if you have to, but if you stay healthy, Kaiser International Health Group will reward you with the financial independence you deserve in your senior years. Simple, worry-free, effective. Why? Because Kaiser cares. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare.
Again, thank you for watching sa atong Sinulog Production 2021 special production diri sa MyTV Cebu. And ganina, nakita na nato ang mga performances down the memory lane. Marag pila na lang ka years ang atong nabilin.
Kuan na lang, 3 years.
3 years na lang.
Yes,
Okay.
3 more years to go down memory lane. And by the way, ato sang i-inform atong mga viewers nga kung inyong nabantayan, medyo dili na gid kayo na nakagood ang quality sa tong videos, sa tong throwback because, di ba, if you can remember, bago-baguhay ra sabi niya atong HD. Mga video production. So we'd also like to thank, by the way, ato ang mga video contributors nga nihatag sa ilahang mga videos of the Sinulog winning performances in the past years.
Ang kanindot diyan, ang pinahabilin.
Yes.
Ang na-retrieve. Diba?
Yes, salamat sa YouTube.
Nagsige na nag-upload ka ni Adto pa.
Oh, yes. So, karon atong tan-awon ang mga winning performers in 2012 and 2011.
And before we witness the final curtain, ang performances sa ato mga contingents from year 2010, ato sa tanawon karon ang pipila sa mga highlights sabi. Every time we celebrate Sinulog, on the day itself, natin makitaan nga mga higante, mga puppet, mga float. So, ato tanawon ang mga highlights karon using this video.
yourself in this paradise. We're beautiful and wonderful places, always at your side. Welcome to Cebu. You're gonna love it here. Welcome to Cebu. So come on, let's go. Let's celebrate. This is how it goes. One beat, one dance. Gotta show the world Cebu is one heart. Together we will shout, shout. Everybody say Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. It is our pride, our festivity, love and unity, to praise our mighty child. Welcome to Cebu. This is our home. Welcome to Cebu. This is where you belong. This is where you belong. Let's celebrate. This is how it goes. One beat, one dance. Let us show the world Cebu is one heart. Together we will shout, shout. Everybody say Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. One beat, one dance. Let us show the world Cebu is one heart. Together we will shout, shout. Everybody say Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog.
Cebu, wala gid kay sama. You'll always keep me amazed. Oh Cebu, mulawan kaning dughan. Forever we're gonna shout, Cebu we love you. Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog.
Welcome to Cebu. We're gonna love the people here. Welcome to Cebu. So come on, let's go. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. This is how it goes. One beat, one dance. Let's show the world Cebu is one heart. Together we will shout, shout. Everybody say Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. One beat, one dance. Let's show the world Cebu is one heart. Together we will shout, shout. Everybody say Sinulog, ishagi ang kusog. It's love, it's love, it's love, ishagi ang kusog.
Alright, so makita gyud nato dyaw no nga bongga sa gyud dili lang ang contingents but apil na sad ni atong mga floats, mga higantes, mga puppets. Most gid ni ang makapasadya sa kadalanan sa syudad sa Sugbo. Every Sinulog Festival.
Right. And they're distributed. Ang rota nila, diba? We have the contingents and then the puppets.
Yes.
The mga float, ang mga tao, tiyantangan ng mga artista.
Kana gyud siya jaw. You know what? If I can remember, before I became a journalist, again, I shared this with Sir Eric in our segment kaganiha. I told him nga sa una, it has been our family tradition gyud nga tanaw gyud mi sa Sinulog. Gagmay pa mi when we were young until I was in my teenage years. Ana gyud mi sa may Mango Avenue unya usa sad gina sa mong atngan nga lolo gyud sa nay artista na may baon man nimo Jono nga nay artista kay mo tan-aw ka ditong dapita sa dan nagsinagitay naman halakin sa kana si Diala Pascual, Coco Martin, di ba? And mo gyud na ang di sana pa na may tabo karon kay bisag unsaon kumugawa siguro si Piolo bisag unsaon pa nimog syagit na social distancing di gyud siguro.
Even before, it's a headache for the police force, no, in this people. Because namang gyud na sila magbarikada, di ba? Daara na nila, except kung mutabok sila, make sure nga walay laing nga moagi, di ba?
Lagi.
Pero sus kunaan ang mga float ng mga artista. Malintang nga pulis diha. Bahala ka diha, makapitan lang.
Sus, kana dyan float sa kapamilya sa una. Diha mo dyan magkuan, di ba? Magtapok tanang mga artista sa ABS, asa sa GMA, from the different giant networks in the Philippines. And makainumdum sad ko jaw, when I was in high school, I think every after the Sinulog, we would exchange stories with my classmates nga padaghanay mi og artista nga nakitaan. Ay, kinsa mo na akong nakitaan kahapon, padaghanay lagi mi, and makita ni mo nga, the usual thing was that, huy, kagwapa niya sa personal, mga naana nga mga stories ba? And it's always one of the things that makes Sinulog very memorable for us Cebuanos, kay manggawas ang mga artista.
Kaya bisan sila curious man sad. Na mo arigid, di ba?
Yes.
Because they wanted to see how people are celebrating the festival itself.
Yes, that's true. So, mauna siya, one of the things that we really miss about the Sinulog Festival. So, again, but if we strictly follow the safety health protocols, I think we will be able to fight this pandemic even much easier. No? So,
we discipline ourselves this year, then we'll see a brighter future next year. The possibility na mahibalik na ang mga physical activities for Sinulog.
Hopefully. Again, this is something that we always have to pray for to Senior Santo Niño. O karon, ari na ta sa last year, 2010. Unfortunately, murag kung atong i-throwback hantod 1980 siya. Ugma pa siguro ta mahuman.
Black and white pa siguro to.
Black and white to. So ato nang tan-aw ang mga winning performances of Sinulog 2010. guys, those were the winning performances of the champion contingents from the years 2020 to 2010. And hopefully, nag-enjoy mo. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, napa mo a chance to win a raffle entry. Diyan mo a chance to have a raffle entry to win a family dim sum meal from Millie's. And thank you, kaayo, sa Millie's for being one of our sponsors for this show. We would also like to thank our sponsors, International Marketing Group, Kaiser Medical Center, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Manila Bankers, De Los Reyes Optical.
Yes, we also have Cebu Land Masters Incorporated, Milis, Hyperactive Entertainment by Wesley Racoma and Glenn Albutras Event Design.
So thank you so much sa atong mga viewers. Daghansad kayong salamat, Jao. It is an honor.
It's a pleasure
to have you as my co-host.
At least wala ko na-miss ang coverage kunuha.
Yes.
Because di man live.
Oo.
Di ba ang performances.
Oo.
Pero at least makita ang gyapon nato how wealthy we are with the culture and the religious aspect of Sinulog, di ba? Nga wa gyapon nawala despite the limitations that we have right now. We're always finding possibilities and ways for us to celebrate.
Tinuod, nalipay sad kay ko, Jo, kay nakasulob gyapon ko sa headdress.
Pero lahi ng headdress ron, it has to be coupled with a face shield.
Yes, headdress plus face shield because safety first. So kuan, style and protection.
Yan na ba yung bagong variant ron?
Lagi, oy, mo nang we really have to double our guards. Nga, again, face shield, face masks, always sanitize and practice social distancing. But that doesn't mean nga mas-socially distant ta sa itong pagtuon ni Senior Santo Niño because of these limitations, physical limitations. Because sa unsa na itong gibalik-balik kaganiha, our faith will never be hindi siya mawagtang as long as we continue to maintain our relationship. Sige lang gitag-ampo, no?
Yun ito yung maging no? Despite the fact that we're practicing physical distancing, let's not distance ourselves from the faith that we have been living in our daily lives. Diba?
Yes.
Because bisan unsay mahitabo, pandemic, mga calamities, we always have the protection of Senior Santo Niño.
Yes. So we'd also like to thank Sinulog Foundation Incorporated for the activities that we have for this year. And by the way, after this special production from MyTV, we will also be broadcasting the live events that they're having at Fort San Pedro right now. So nasad sila yung mga ginagmay nga mga activities dito which limited ra ang mga tao nga makatambong, but at the same time ilagya pong i-broadcast virtually. So makita gyapon na ninyo dinhi sa MyTV channel 30. So again, daghan kaayong salamat sa atong mga viewers. This has been Andrea Patania Matthew.
And I'm Jorsky Alipon.
Viva Pit Senior!